Good morning and welcome to video one in a series of videos I'm going to start sharing called Change Your Lens. So a couple of months ago I started incorporating a very short workshop called Change Your Lens, where I've invited many of my clients to come join me in my office, and we spend a couple of hours taking a look at how our internal world creates our external, and how external factors and things in our environment really do have an effect on our belief systems and what's going on upstairs, so to speak. So today I want to start just by sharing an interesting conversation that I had with a client last week. We talked about the pathology of an apology. So have you ever wondered why it's so hard to say I'm sorry? Or why you've been waiting for an apology from someone for a very long time that you haven't yet received? Well, think about this. Anytime that somebody hurts us or we're expecting an apology, it's directly related to the fact that our belief system and their belief system about the events that led to needing or wanting or waiting for the apology are very different. So for example, let's say that my husband and I get into a short argument because he forgot my birthday, or he forgot, to get me a card for Mother's Day, which hasn't happened. So I'll let him off the hook there. But let's say that that did happen, and I was very hurt by it because my belief system would be that I think it's very important. It's very necessary to value these dates and to celebrate them and to show an appreciation. So he obviously, by forgetting, doesn't mean that he doesn't love me as much as I love him, but it simply means that he's not as attached to that belief system as I am. So when we look for an apology, or we wait for an apology, or we hope for an apology, what we're actually hoping for is that that person changes their belief system to match ours. So in reality, it's quite a power play, actually. When you think about it, it's us wanting them to change so that we feel better. All right. So think about as well all the conditions that we have that are attached to apologies and to saying sorry. So, let's say that, our husband finally does say sorry, but then, we don't feel like it's sincere because he didn't say it in the way that we expect him to say it. Or we ask, our son to apologize to our daughter for hurting her feelings. And then we say, you didn't say that like you meant it. Say it like you mean it. So you see how we really create this this vortex, this storm of conditions around apologies. The other thing is this, very interesting, think about this. Let's say you've been waiting for an apology from somebody who really broke one of your, golden laws, your belief systems. Let's say it's a belief system around trust or loyalty. And this person hurt you so much so that it's caused a massive wedge between you and that person. And let's say after years and years and years, they finally, decide, well, to mend the relationship, they need to say they're sorry. Now, of course, we all know that doesn't change the events that led to it, but here's what happened next. When somebody who we've been waiting to hear an apology for a long time finally says, I'm sorry, and, maybe they've met all the conditions that we have laid out so that it sounds sincere and that we believe them and yada, yada, yada. Then what happens is we, feel then the next step is we're compelled to respond. And often our response is, well, that's okay. Then how pathological is that? Then what that means is that we hold ourselves, guilty for having to change our belief system about, letting that person off the hook. So you see how, pathological and slippery slope this gets? And so, this is just a little bit of an awareness, an aha moment, the next time that you feel like you are in an argument with somebody or you're holding on to a grudge. Really, I want you to sit back and evaluate why you need that apology. What's the purpose of it? How attached are you to the belief system that led you to needing that apology? And I think it's actually going to change your lens. I think it's going to give you a little bit of an aha moment, an awareness of how dangerous it can be to actually be in need of an apology or in demand of an apology. So that's your first little change your lens moment. I hope it's brought you an awareness. I hope it's brought you an aha moment. And I look forward to sharing my next moment with you. Have a great day.